returns what? One value. Return type must be scalar types. Scalar types. Like what? What are the scalar types? Scalar types means built-in types. What are the built-in types? Integer, varchar, date, like this. Okay, na? Money, small money. So they're all built-in types. All the built-in types are called scalar types. And the return expression must be scalar variable. Means return expression must be scalar variable. So this function should return what? Scalar variable. Scalar variable means a variable declared with scalar type, like integer a. What is integer a? A is what? Scalar variable. Okay, then. So what the syntax is, then create, okay, create or alter function name. Create or alter function name. Create or alter function name in brackets parameters, if any. So create or alter function name parameters, if any. Next, what? Return what? Returns type. Returns type as begin. Here you write statements. Then finally return statement, return expression. That's all. So this is the syntax. Okay, so create or alter function name parameters, returns type. So if you compare with procedure, what are the extra here? If you compare with procedure, what are the extra here? Returns type. What are the extra here? Return type. Okay, then procedures are not created with return type, but function is created with what? Return type. Then what is the return type? Return type depends on return expression. You are returning some number. Then what is the type is integer. You are returning string, then type is varchar. You are returning a date, type is date. So return type depends on return expression. Okay, na? Return type depends on return expression. So let's take one example. Okay, let's take one example. So create or alter, okay, function name CALC. So I want to use this function for calculation. Now declare what? Parameters. How to declare parameters? A, integer, parameter B, integer, parameter C, parameter OP, char of 1. Okay, create or alter function name CALC, A integer, B integer, OP. What is passed to A is some number. What is passed to B? Some number. What is passed to OP? Operator. Either plus, minus, multiplication, division. Next one. What is this is returns what? Type. What the return type is? Integer. This function returns integer. Then. So what do you want to return from this function? It depends on value passed to OP. The value passed to OP is plus, function should return A plus B. The value passed to OP is minus, function should return A minus B. If it is star, A into B, otherwise A by B, like that. So then what I'm doing is I'm taking a temporary variable, declare @c integer. Then, so if value passed to OP, if OP equal to plus, okay, na? OP equal to plus, and then set what C equals to @a plus b. AB values are added and the output is assigned to C. Next one, else if what OP equals to minus, set C equals to a minus b. Next one, else if OP equals to star, OP equal to star. If OP equal to star, then what set C equals to a into b, a into b. Next one, else set C equals to a by b, a by b. That's all. So the value passed to OP is plus a plus b minus a minus b into a into b, otherwise a by b. Now, but function, what function always should return the value. How procedure returns values? Procedure returns values using output parameter. How function returns values? Function returns values using return statement. Procedure returns values using output parameter, but function returns values using return statement. So then when function is there, compulsory return statement must be there. So return what C, then end. That's all. Okay. So create this function. Okay, create this function. Now, create this then. Sorry, it's not ELSIF, ELSCIF now. Okay, then. So function is created. Okay, na? Function is created. Next, after creating the function, what is the next step? Execution. Creating, calling. Like what you must know is how to create, how to call. Then next, execution. So functions can be executed from what? SQL commands. Functions can be executed from what? SQL commands. Functions can be executed from another program, or functions can be executed from front-end application. Procedures also. But procedures can be executed from another program. Procedures can be executed from front-end applications, but only the difference is procedures cannot be executed from SQL commands, but functions can be executed from SQL commands, but procedures cannot be executed from SQL commands. Understood? Okay. Then how to execute this from SQL commands? Okay, like executing from SQL commands. What are the SQL commands? Select, insert, update, delete, like that. I want to execute from select. Then what? Select what? Select select what's it? Function name. Like select function name. Then plus it is stored in the database. It is stored in database. Yes. Whenever you want, wherever you want, you can call. So where it is stored in database, like you can see that there is a call what? Programmability. In programmability, there is a call functions. Expand this. What is the function we created? Scalar value. What is the scalar value? dbo.calc. Understood? Na? Then now I want to call that. How to call? Select function name. What is the function name? CALC 10 comma 20 comma suppose star. Function created with how many parameters? 3 parameters. It should be called with how many parameters? 3 parameters. So it's created with 3 parameters. It should be called with what? 3 parameters. So the value 10 is passed to what? A. Value 20 is passed to B. Star is passed to OP. So if OP equal to plus, is OP equal to plus? No. Is OP equal to minus? No. OP equal to star? Yes. Now C equal to A into B. What is the A value? 10. B value 20. 10 into 20, 200. So 200 is assigned to C. Okay, now because the value passed to OP is star, here condition true, A and B values are multiplied. A value 10, B value 20, 10 into 20, 200. 200 is assigned to C. Next, for the next statement, return C. C value is returned. What it returns? 200. So function returns 200. And select will display the return value. Select will display now. What it displays? The return value of the function. What function returns? 200. Select will display the 200. Now run this. But it is saying CALC is not a recognized built-in function. CALC is not a recognized built-in function. Okay, now. So if you call like this, what SQL Server it's a built-in function. It is thinking that it is a built-in function, but it's not a built-in function. It is a what? User-defined function. So if it is user-defined function should be prefixed with schema name. What is the schema name? DBO dot. You have to call like this. 200. That's all. So returns 200. That's all. You know, now. So this is just one example. Okay, then that's how to create. Okay, now how to create the function plus how to call the function. So there is a TSQL program. You want to write a program. You want to call the program from select command. You want to write a program. You want to call that program from select command. Compulsory you have to go for function. Okay, now then. But if you create a procedure, you cannot call that from select command. If it is a function, you can call it from select command. Okay, then any program is there, but you want to call that program from select command, then compulsory you have to go for function. Create a function, call that function from select command. Okay, next we'll see one more example here. Then so create a function that accepts department number and returns what names of the employees. Returns employee names working for the department. Create a function that accepts department number, returns employee names working for the department. Working for the department separated by comma. Okay, then that accept department number, returns employee names working for the department. Okay, now what is the meaning here? What is the input? What is the input is department number, say 20. Input to the function is department number. What is the function? Output. Output, what's it? Names. Names of the employees working for 20. 20. Names of the employees working for 20. Let's see, like ename from EMP where department number equals to 20. Names of the employees working for 20. How many employees working? 5. Smith, Scott, Adams, Jones, 4. So I want names to be like this: Smith, Smith, comma, Jones, Scott, Adams, 4. So I want all the employee names separated by comma. Separated by comma. That's all. I want output to be like this. Okay, now then. So if I pass 30, then if I pass 30, then it should return names of the employees working for 30. So if I, whatever the department number I pass, I want names of the employees working for the department. Okay, now. So create or alter function name. What is the function name? Get names. Get names. What the input to the function is? Department number, D integer. What is the return type? This one. This is the return. Function should return this. What is this is? What this is? Varchar. String na. Then then varchar. Varchar of what's it? Some 1000 like this. Varchar of 1000. 1000 is size. Next one. As begin. Then tell me what. I want all the names of the employees working for 20. Names of the employees working for 20. Then your department number is passed to @D. We don't need to check. Whatever department number is passed to @D, I want I want names of the employees working for this department. Then you tell me select statement. What is at the rate D? Select. How can you select at the rate D from EMP table? Select statement, boss. Like follow the syntax of select statement. Then what? Select ename. What do you want? Ename. Why you are selecting at the rate D? You want names now? Then select name. Then from EMP where department number equals to at the rate D. The value passed to at the rate D is 20. Then what is this query returns? Names of the employees working for 20. But this query will return the names. Okay, na? This query will display the names. I don't want to display. I want to return the names. Then what? You cannot return select statement, boss. You can return only variable. Return expression must be a scalar variable. Then what? You cannot write return statement like this. This is not possible. Okay, na? Then that's all. You have to what? If this is the requirement, is asking like this. What is this query returns names? But I want is asking like this. Is asking like this. The name should be separated by comma. Then what you do? Store these names into one variable. Get one by one name. Concatenate name separated by comma. Return the variable. Take a variable. Get one by one name. Then next concatenate the name separated by comma. Return the variable. That's all. First store these names into one variable. How? Declare the variable. Tell me the variable. Declare at the rate ename. N names n. Then varchar of 1000. While loop. Take a while loop. Then while loop. What you understood, boss? You have to link everything to the previous classes. Otherwise, waste. Learning this is waste. Like you are saying only this query here is asking names. Then you write select ename. Then I said store these names into one variable. Then you have to how to store the names of the employees into one variable. Values. How to store these values into one variable. What is fetch next? You have to say cursor. Then next fetch next. First you have to answer what is that is cursor. Okay, na? Then this query, if it returns one value, you take a variable of varchar. If this query returns multiple values, you have to take cursor. Okay, na? Then so what? Cursor. Declare C1 cursor for select ename from EMP. Okay, na? Then so next. So declare a variable for what's her name. Declare a variable for name. Declare a variable, another variable s. S is also varchar of some 1000 like this, 500, etc. Whatever. What is the next step? Open C1. Then fetch next from C1 into what? At the rate name. First time what is fetched? This query returns what's her all the names, but I don't want all the names. I want only the names working for this department. Then where condition should be there now? Where department number equals to at the rate D. The value passed to at the rate D is 20. What is this query returns? Names of the employees working for 20. Okay, na? Names of the employees working for 20. The value passed to at the rate d is 30. This query returns names of the employees working for 30. Suppose assume the value passed to at the rate d is 20. Then what is this query returns names? How many? 5. All these 5 names are stored into cursor C1. When you open the cursor, the select statement output is copied to the cursor C1. Now C1 contains how many names? 5 names. Fetch statement fetches what? First name, Smith. Smith is copied to this variable at the rate name. Yes or no? Then next, take a while loop. While at the rate what? Fetch status equals to 0. Begin. Next what? Set at the rate s equals to at the rate s plus concatenating. At the rate what, sir? Name is concatenated with s separated by comma. Initially what is at the rate s is nothing. Nothing is concatenated with what, sir? Name. What the name is first time? Smith. Smith is concatenated with what? Comma. What is assigned to at the rate s? Smith comma. What is assigned to at the rate s? Smith comma. Next one, again write the fetch statement. So the second fetch statement. What is the second fetch statement? Fetches second name. Second name is assigned to at the rate name. What is the second name? Jones. What about this condition? True. S equal to s plus at the rate name. What is the at the rate name is Jones. So what is already s is Smith comma. Smith comma is concatenated with Jones. Jones is concatenated with comma. Now what is assigned to at the rate s? Smith comma, Jones comma. Fetch statement fetches next one. What is the next one? Scott. Condition true. S is what? Smith comma, Jones comma is concatenated with what? Scott. Scott is concatenated with what? Comma. The whole thing is assigned to at the rate s. Now what is at the rate s is Smith comma, Jones comma, Scott comma. Next one fetches fourth one, Adams. Condition true. Concatenate with s. Next one, Ford. Like finally, what is at the rate s contains Smith comma, Jones comma, Scott comma, Adams comma, Ford comma. Okay. Then so now end. What is the next one? Close C1. Next one, deallocate what? C1. Cursor na? Follow the cursors. Return what? Function should return. Where is the return value? At the rate s. That's at the rate s. Okay. Now let me create this. Then. So create this. At the rate what? S. At the rate s. Okay, na? Function is created. After creating the function, call the function. How to call? Select. Select what? dbo dot get names of 20. dbo dot get names of 20. But what it is returning? Null. Why it is returning null? Because initially s is what? Null. Null is concatenated with Smith. First time at the rate name is Smith. Null is concatenated with Smith. What is the result? Result is also null. Null is concatenated with Smith. Result is also null. Okay, na? That's why final output is also null. Then initialize. Initialize this to what's that? Space. Space. Initialize this to space. Okay. Then now. So initialize this s with what? Space. Now. Okay, then now initialize it. Now call this select what? dbo dot what? Get names of 20. dbo dot get names of 20. So this query returns names of the employees separated by comma, working for specific department. Okay, then once again, you see the names in this. I don't want this last comma. Okay, na? I want to remove this last comma. Then I want to remove this last comma. I want to remove this last comma. 4Ds contains comma, not required. Comma is not required for the last name. Then so then starting from first exact all the characters except last character. Okay, na? Then what this function has to return? Function has to return all the characters except last character. Then substring. Substring. This is the string, comma 1. How many characters? Length of @s minus 1. Okay, na? @s1 comma starting from first character. How many characters he want? All the characters. How many characters he want? All the characters except last character. Okay, na? So if 10 characters, length is 10, 10 minus 1, then 9. So actual string is 10 characters, but how many characters are extracted? 9 characters are extracted. Yes or no? Okay, na? So that means last character is not extracted. Sir, okay. Substring function string comma 1 comma length of s minus 1. Length means total number of characters minus 1. That means last character is not extracted, not selected. So then create this. So function is created. Next, after creating the function, now execute the function. Select what? dbo dot get names of what? 20. Get names of 20. Then see this, like you see the last one. Comma is there or not there? Not there. Okay, then that's all. Okay. Now, next one, execution. Select pvo dot get names of for 20. Okay. Then what about Smith, Jones, okay, Scott, Adams. Next one. Oh, okay. Then. So this query returns all the names separated by comma. Okay. Okay then. Now, but this is giving only 20th department. I want all the departments. 10th department, names of the employees. 20th, names of the employees. 30th, names of the employees. Then what? I want each and every department. Then I want to display like this. Each and every department, names of the employees working for each department. Display what? Names of the employees working for each department, not only 20. I want each and every department. 10th department, like who belongs to the 10th department. Then what? Okay, na? Then what? Then what you have to say? You have to write like this. See, for example, if I write query like this, select sum of salary from EMP where department number equals to 10. Then it calculates only 10th department. I want like this, 10th department, how much, 20th, how much, 30th, how much. Then what? You have to use group by. Every department you want to calculate, then group by. So you have to say group by department number. So then department number, then from EMP, next one, group by what? Department number. So this calculates for every department. Same thing here also. Then what? This gives what? This function gives names of the employees for specific department. But I want all the departments. Then what you have to say? You have to say like this. Select what's the department number. Then dbo dot what? Get names of department number as names from EMP. Then group by what? Department number. So this query gives what? Like first it goes to what? EMP table. First it goes to EMP table. After going to EMP table, it group the records based on what? Department wise. So 10th department becomes what? One group. So 10th department becomes one group. Who belongs to 10th department? Suppose clerk is there. Okay. King is there. Miller is there. So this is 10th department employees. Next 20th becomes one group. How many employees belongs to 20th? Smith, Jones, Scott, Adams, Ford, like that. So it group the records based on the department wise. Yes. So first it goes to the table. After going to the table, group the records based on department wise. Then how many groups are created depends on number of departments. 3 department, 3 groups, 10, 20, 30. So then next, what is executed next? Select is executed. In select, what you are selecting from each group, you are selecting what? Department number. What is the department number here? 10. Next one, this function is executed. This function is executed. What is this function? dbo.get names of department number. Now what is passed to this get names? Department number. At present, what is the department number? 10. 10th department is passed. Then function returns names of the employees working for 10th department separated by comma. Next one. It go to second one. it go to the second department. Now select department number. What is the department number? 20. Now this function is executed. Now this time what is passed to this function? 20. Okay, na? Now what function returns? What is the input to the function, boss? 20, na? Now what is the function returns? Names of the employees working for 20 separated by comma. Okay, then. So like let's see this. 10th department, Clark, King, Miller. 20th, Smith, Jones, Scott, Adams, Ford. 30th, Allen, Ward, Martin, Blake, Turner, James. So what it is showing, department wise names of the employees. Okay, then you have to write query like this. This is the query. Sir, for this type of requirements, you go for scalar valued functions. You go for this function because you are you created a function, you are calling the function from select command. Okay. Okay. Sir, in SQL Server 2014, before SQL Server 2014, if you want this requirement, you want to concatenate values. Ename is there. Ename is a column. Ename column contains values. You want to concatenate the values. If you want to concatenate the values, compulsory you have to create your own function. Before 2014, but in 2014 they introduced a predefined function. Before 2014 there is no predefined function to concatenate values, but in 2014 they introduced a function called, okay, there is one function introduced that is called string aggregate. One function is introduced called string aggregate. Okay, then so string aggregate. What is string aggregate? Then like you see this. Okay, na? So string aggregate. So then select what? String aggregate. String aggregate. Then what is ename? What do you want to concatenate? Enames. Separated by what? Comma, 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 dot, dot, semicolon, semicolon, whatever. You can give the separator also. Then from what? EMP. All the names are concatenated, separated by comma. All the 14 names are concatenated, separated by comma. Okay, na? So what is string agg? Predefined function. What is get names? User defined. Get names is user defined. Just now we created a get names, that is user defined, but this string agg is what? Predefined. Okay, na? Get names is what? User defined function. String agg is what? Predefined function. So I want department wise. I want these names department wise. Then what? Department number. Then from as what? Names from EMP. Group by what? Department number. Now run this. You'll get department wise. What is string agg is? String AGG is what? String AGG is what? String aggregator. Okay. So it is a predefined function used to concatenate column values. So it is a predefined function used to concatenate column values. Okay. Then, so string aggregate takes two arguments. First argument is what? First argument is what? Column name. Second argument is what? Separator. You want to separate the values by comma, colon, semicolon, dot, whatever. Okay. Then now example, same example. Okay, na? Same example. Then so instead of get names, what? Instead of get names, what? String AGG ename comma separator as names. Okay. Then next. Okay then. So all these functions are what? These two functions are scalar value. Why? Because first one is returning what? Integer. Scalar or none? Yes. Second one is returning what? Varchar. This is also scalar. So these functions are scalar valued functions. Similarly, there is a what? Table valued functions. Table valued functions. Okay, then what is this functions returns? Okay, these functions returns what? Returns records. If you want to return the record, then go for table value. If you want to return a single value, then scalar value. See, bank, you take bank. So I input account number. I want to return the balance. Then I want to input the account number. I want to return the balance. Then scalar. I input the account number. I want the customer details. His name, his address, his phone number, his Aadhaar number, etc. All the details. Then table value. Because you want to return the record now. So customer details are stored in row, one record. So you want to return the record from function. Then go for table value. Okay. So I input the account number. I input the start date. I input the end date. I want list of transactions done by the customer between the two dates. Then I want a list of transactions done by the customer between two given dates. Then table value. Because in between two given dates, customers do only one transaction or multiple. So I want to return multiple records. To return multiple record, then go for table value. Okay, then so next one, what is the return type? Return type of these functions must be, the return type of this function must be table. Return type must be what? Table. Return type must be table. Return type must be table. In case of scalar value, what is the return type? Return type is scalar type, like integer, varchar, like this. But here, what is the return type? Table. Return type is table. Then next one, and the return expression must be table. Sorry, return expression must be select statement. Return expression is select statement. Their return expression is scalar variable, but here return expression is what? Select statement. So these functions returns record. Return type of this function must be table. Return expression must be select statement. And and table valued functions allows only one statement. You cannot write multiple commands. It allows only one statement. But here you see the scalar value. You are written multiple statements now. You can write multiple lines, multiple statements. But in case of table value, so you cannot write multiple statements. You can write only one statement. It allows only one statement. That must be select statement. That must be return statement. That must be return statement. It allows only one statement, and that statement must be return statement. That's all. You cannot write multiple lines. You can write only one line. That should be return statement. That's all. Okay, then. So how to create means like this. Create or alter. Okay, then create or alter function name. Function name. Next one, in brackets, what's the parameters? What is returns what? Table. Return type is fixed. Return type is always table. Then next one, what is as what? As then. So it allows only one statement. That statement should be return statement. And the return statement, return expression is what? Select statement. That's all. Okay. Then now let's see this what. Then example what? Okay, then create a function that accepts what? Like you can take anything, job, that accepts job, and returns list of employees working as that job. I want to input, create a function that accepts department number. Otherwise, I want to return the list of employees working for the department. Okay, na? List of employees working for the department that accepts department number and returns list of employees list working for the department. Then what the input to the function is department number. Function should in employees list working for the department. And how to create or alter function name, get what? Get employee list at the rate what? D integer. What are the returns? table, returns table as what? Return expression. What is the return expression? Select statement. Return expression is select statement. Tell me the select statement to get employees working for the specific department. Select what? Select star from EMP where department number equals to @D. Select star from EMP where department number equals to @D. The value passed to D is 20. Then what is this query returns? Employees working for 20 department. The value passed to D is 30. This query returns employees working for 30th department. Okay, then now create the function. Function is created. After creating the function, next what you do? Execution. And one more point. Sir, where you call the scalar valued function? Just now we created a scalar valued function. How you call? Select dbo dot calc like this. Okay, now scalar valued functions are called in select class. Table valued functions are called in from class. Scalar valued functions are called in select class. Table valued functions are called in from class. Okay, then so like table valued functions are invoked in what? Invoked in from class. The table valued functions are invoked in from class. Okay, and now let's see what. Select star from dbo dot what? Get employee list 20. That's all. That means this function output acts like a table. This function output acts like a table for outer query. That's why they are called table valued functions, because this output acts like a table, because table contains records. This function also returning records. Okay, then okay, then so run this query. So what is this function? Now 20 is passed to what? Value 20. Value 20 is passed to @D. Value 20 is passed to @D. What is this query returns? This query returns employees working for 20. This query returns employees working for 20. Okay. Then whatever data is written by this query, the select statement will display the data. This function returns employees working for 20 bars, and the select statement will display the data. Now run this query. What is this gives? This gives what? Employees working for what? 20. All the employees working for 20. Yes or no? If I pass 30 here, this query returns employees working for 30. All the employees working for 30. Okay, na? Then anything you can pass anything. So the function returns employees working for that. But there is no employee belongs to what? 40. Empty. Okay, then 0 rows. Clear? Then so this is how to call the function, how to create the table value plus how to call this function. Okay, na? Then so for example, like suppose here, then okay, for example, I want the like top 10 employees list. Create a function that returns top 10 employees list. Okay, once again. So create a function that returns top n employee list. Create a function that returns top n employees list. So tell me actually what is the query top n employees list based on salary? Based on salary. Tell me what? Not top. Don't use top. Top n employees list. That is there in your notes. Okay, na? Dense rank. By using what? Dense rank. So first, once again, first see this. Find the ranks of the employees. If you find the ranks, finding the top n employees is easy. Then how to find the ranks? Select number, name, salary, plus what? Dense rank. Dense rank what? Over order by salary descending as RNK from EMP. What is this query gives? This query gives what? Rank of the employee. Each and every employee, what's the rank? So this query gives each and every employee rank. 5,001, 4,200, 3,029. So this query gives each and every employee rank. Okay, then now next. But I don't want all the employees. I want only top n employees. Then where rank less than or equals to 5. But this will not work. You know the reason also. You know the reason. Okay, na? RNK is alias. Alias cannot be used in where class. If you want to use the alias in where class, then CTE or derived table. Use derived table or CTE. So suppose I am using derived table. How to use derived table? Select star from. Select star from. Select star from. Okay, then first inner query is executed first. Inner query is executed first. Okay, na? Inner query is executed first. When inner query is executed, RNK is declared or not? Yes. Can I use this RNK in where class? Yes. Now I can use. Earlier I cannot use. Why? Because so alias cannot be used in what's her where class. Okay, na? The problem with order of execution. Now here which is executed first? Subquery is executed first. Inner query is executed first. Next outer query is executed. Yes or no? So at the time of executing this outer query, is a SQL server knows what is RNK? Yes or no? Yes. Then now this is the query. What is this query gives? This query gives what's it? Top 5 employees. This query gives top 5 employees. Okay, na? But if I give 3 year, then top 3. If I give 10 year, top 10 employees. If I give 5 year, top 5 employees. Yes or no? But actually what is my requirement is I want to make this value dynamic. Suppose front end is there. If front end pass 3, then it should return top 3. If front end is passing 5, then it should return top 5 employees. I want to make this value dynamic. Then what? If you want to make this value dynamic, then you have to go for table valued function. Go for table valued function. Okay, na? Then front end is passing this value, n value. So then you want to return. Okay. Then if you want to make this value dynamic, then what? Table value. Okay, na? Always in real time, this will not be 5, 10, 3 like this. Always this is what? Dynamic. These values are what's it? Dynamic. Then so if you want to make this value dynamic, then go for what? Table valued function. Then how to create or alter function name, get what? Get top n employees list at the rate what's it? N integer returns what? Table. So function get top n employees list returns table as what? This allows only one statement, that is return statement. What is the return statement? Select statement. So return statement is select statement. So this is the return statement. Okay, then return statement is select statement. And so now where rnk less than or equals to 5, but not 5, then not 5. If I pass value 3 to n, it should return top 3. If I pass value 5 to n, then it should return top 5. Then instead of 5, what? At the rate what's that? N. That's all. So getting the top n employees list became simple with the help of this table value. Now, whenever you want top n employees list, you don't need to write this query. If you want top n employees list, you don't need to write this query. If you, one second. So let me create this. Let me create this. Then function is what's created. Function is created. Now after creating the function, okay, now after creating the function, now test it. Whenever you want top n employees list, no need to write this complex query. No need to write this complex query. So the front-end developers are there. They want top n employees list. Writing this query is difficult for front-end developers because they don't know what is derived tables like that. Okay, na? Then you create a function. Ask them to call this function like this. What? Then select what's it? Select what star from dbo dot what get top n employee list. Get top n employees list. What's it? 20. Select star from dbo dot get top n employees list 20. What this gives? This gives, sorry, not 20 mas 5. 5. Then what this gives? Top 5 employees. If I pass 3 here, then if I pass 3 here, top 3 employees. So getting the top n employees list became simpler, not? Yes. It is, queries became simple, plus it is also made dynamic. Whatever the value you pass, it is returning that. So you can pass this value from front end. Okay. Then. Okay. So execution is this. This is the execution. Okay. Okay then. So I'm not taking tomorrow, Friday, na? Tomorrow, Friday. Okay, na? Saturday. And I'll take Sunday also. Sunday I'll take online. Maximum completed Sunday by Sunday. Because only one topic is left. What is that is? Triggers and dynamic SQL. Dynamic SQL, that is only 10-15 minutes. Okay. One example is enough. Okay, na? Then Saturday plus Sunday online. Saturday classroom. Okay then. రియల్ టైం ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ దీన్ని బాగా ప్రాక్టీస్ ఇవే వస్తుంటాయి రియల్ టైంలో. టేబుల్స్ వేరే ఉంటాయి, ఫీల్డ్స్ వేరే ఉంటాయి, బట్ ఇవే ఉంటాయి, టాపిక్స్ ఇవే ఉంటాయి. ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ఉండవు SQL సర్వర్, ఓన్లీ SQL సర్వర్ మీద ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ఉండవు. .NET, పవర్ BI, ట్యాబ్లు వీటి మీద ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి. దానికి సంబంధించిన డేటాబేస్ కి రిలేటెడ్ ఇష్యూస్ ఉంటాయి.
ఇప్పుడు ఈ నేమ్స్ ని కాలమ్స్ కామాతో సపరేట్ చేసిన అలా కామాతో సపరేట్ చేయకుండా పీవర్డ్ లో రాసేయచ్చు. ఎలియాస్ పీవర్డ్ తీసుకుని మనం ఎలియాస్
పీవర్డ్ డిఫరెంట్, ఓకేనా? Goes into columns. దాని పర్పస్ డిఫరెంట్. కంకాటినేటెడ్ కాలమ్ వాల్యూస్, అదే పీవర్డ్ ఉంటే వాడు అసలు ఫంక్షన్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసేవాడు కాదు కదా, స్ట్రింగ్ అగ్రిగేటర్ అనేది. Pivot purpose is different. E purpose is different. Okay.
The minimum values.
The program to find minimum. First initial గా నువ్వు వేరియబుల్ లో ఏం చేస్తావంటే ఫస్ట్ వాల్యూ పెట్టుకో, కర్సర్ నుంచి పెట్ చేసి ఫస్ట్ వాల్యూ పెట్టుకో. ఆ ఫస్ట్ వాల్యూని సెకండ్ వాల్యూ తోటి కంపేర్ చేయి. అట్లా ఫస్ట్ వాల్యూ పెట్టుకో, నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ వాల్యూని ఫస్ట్ వాల్యూ తోటి కంపేర్ చేయి. ఓకేనా? ఇక్కడ మనం జీరోకి ఇనిషియలైజ్ చేసాం కదా, ఇక్కడ జీరోకి ఇనిషియలైజ్ చేయడు. ఫస్ట్ వేరియబుల్ ఏం పెట్టుకోండి, ఫస్ట్ వాల్యూ పెట్టుకో, ఫస్ట్ సాలరీ, కర్సర్ నుంచి ఫస్ట్ సాలరీ ఫెచ్ చేయి, దాన్ని వేరియబుల్ లో పెట్టుకో. ఓకేనా? ఆ వాల్యూని సెకండ్ వాల్యూ తోటి కంపేర్ చేయి.
సార్ అది ఒక పర్మిషన్స్ ఉంది కదా సార్, అది ఒక నుంచి ఇంకొకరికి
నోట్స్ యాడ్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, యాడ్ చేస్తాం. Okay guys, so next class Saturday, okay na? Then bye.